Boom! What's good, my people? You're back again for another one, and this year, second time, guys, back for another Mystelics vlogs. How you mean?
Damn, say baby.
Welcome to our Mystelics vlogs. Welcome back, my people, out and large, all over the place, all across the world, guys. Of course, indeed, if you're new to this channel, guys, I'm your boy Mystelics, and this is where I tell you my views on a number of things taking place in Dominica, the Caribbean, and the rest of the world by extension. That was flawless, guys. That was pretty flawless, if I do say so myself. So big up yourself one time, guys, and of course, definitely give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that right there. Give this video a thumbs up right now, guys. Just click the bell. Just click the thumbs up. Not the bell, the thumbs up button, guys. Just click that boom, bam, bing. Make it easy. Whoop, whoop. You see me? Click the bell right now, guys. And definitely, guys, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they come through right there and then. Now, guys, we gotta get right into it so I can try my best to keep this video as short as possible. We have this taking place right there, guys, and of course we have total active cases being that of 7, guys, as of April the 19th. That was yesterday, guys. Today is April 20th. So there was 1 recovery in this regard right there, guys. Of course, if you scroll along, you see that there's 18,150. This one slowed down the first dose of the Rona solution. For the second dose, it went up to 1,000 right there. Anyways, guys, with that said, I got another health video. I think that you need to pay attention when it comes down to the situation of the body, and this is it right there.
5 best natural ways to get rid of disease. Pay attention. Many holistic doctors and teachers like Dr. Sebi, Dr. Robert Morrison, and Dr. Laila Africa have been curing incurable diseases for decades. But the medical industry makes trillions per year off of us being sick. These are some of the steps they'll have you take to heal your disease. First, heavy metal detox. Many people with disease have too many heavy metals in their body. Next is a food sensitivity test. Many people are eating healthy foods that aren't necessarily healthy for them. Next is a hair mineral analysis test. This will give you an average of how many minerals your body has been functioning off of for decades. For your body to function at a high level, you want an average of 90 minerals. Most people are functioning off of 50 to 70 minerals. Get rid of all acidic food and eat an alkaline diet. An acidic body is exactly where disease lives and grows. German scientist Dr. Otto Weinberg won a Nobel Peace Prize for this exact statement. Get rid of mucus-forming foods. Mucus, too much acidity, and poor circulation is the #1 cause of every disease. Comment the flex emoji if this helps. Share to save a friend or family member. Click the follow for daily health videos like this.
I always remember Dr. Sebi speaking about the fact of mucus, guys. Mucus in the body is the #1 problem that causes illnesses in the body. They say, oh, fix the symptoms and everything will work out without fixing the root, but the root itself is indeed mucus. So if you have any illness, guys, look at what is causing the mucus and then solve that issue right there. These things definitely tend to go much deeper than just the symptoms, guys. Look at the mucus or the mucus causing agent, and of course that will of course solve the problem. It's kind of like when you have a headache, guys, and you try to take things like paracetamol or Tylenol. You take these things to numb the pain, not solve the problem. You numb the pain, but the issue is still inside there, causing the headache to happen. Try to figure out what is causing the headache. Maybe the heat is what is causing the problem why you have headache, guys. Your body responds as a result of sometimes the environment itself. So maybe the heat is what is causing the headache. So if that is really the issue, guys, you need to try to find a cooler place, turn on the fan, turn on the AC to actually help in this regard right there. Keep in mind that also paracetamol and these kind of things are also sometimes linked to cancer as well, cancer causing as well. So keep that in mind. Avoid these things to avoid getting the possibility of this thing right there. Just putting that out there for you guys. Do with that what you will. Now, guys, taking things down in the Portsmouth region, we actually have this picture right there, guys, of a police officer sitting down on a chair with his computer plugged to the wall, and his computer is not on a table, you know. At least thank God he has a nice chair that he's sitting on, but his computer is on a pail, guys, and he's trying to do his work in police uniform right there in the police station. Now today, guys, I actually saw them with some big boxes. I don't know if there were desks inside these boxes and they actually were throwing away the boxes because they were setting up a table or something. I hope that is the case because this is kind of embarrassing right there, guys. Somebody actually stated this thing right there, guys, stating, welcome to the dynamic new state-of-the-art police station in lovely Portsmouth, Dominica. Here we can see one of the country's finest enjoying the upgrades amenities, the new mobile waterproof computer desk. Don't forget, guys, one of the features of the desk that you just saw could actually carry water as well. So in times of need, hurricanes and whatnot, you can actually carry water in that desk. A mobile waterproof computer desk was ordered from IKEA. It must be North Carolina. Makes working from any location very much so, guys, much easier. It blends in harmoniously with the various easily accessible hanging wires and cords. Of course, fire hazard is such a thing of the past. That's so true. Which adorns the freshly painted parcel wall and can double as a long snack water cooler if the need arises. It's so interesting that I'm thinking of this. There's also something else actually, so guys, dealing with the whole situation in Portsmouth when it comes down to speed bumps by the police station and so forth. There's something I must mention, but before I get into that, guys, there's another video that I actually saw involving the very police themselves. This one deals with Roseau, guys. This is something. What is, oh goodness gracious. Two boys on a bike, they're chasing a bike. Nobody in their right mind saying, let us call somebody to see if they can corner the individuals on top. Somebody go back to at least corner. Nobody thinking of a plan. They just like chasing things. I don't know if it's Need for Speed they're trying to be or something. Guys, that was live GTA right there. Grand Theft Auto, guys. That was the game in real life in Dominica, guys. And they managed to escape by turning around and going the other way. And I don't know if they caught them. I don't know if these guys were thinking to themselves, hey, maybe you can run. But some of all is so unhealthy. Some of all is strong, but they cannot run. Because I saw the bike slowly moving out. And you tried to run behind the bike. And you still couldn't catch the bike. I was going to do a reaction on that, you know. But I still believe that. But it just so happens that it fused in with this story that I'm talking about right now. Plan ahead, please, guys. Don't just do things because you see it on TV. And guys, everybody is on one bus. All of them chasing a bike on one bus. That is if they call for backup. But then again, this is Dominica. So, anyways, guys, heading back to Portsmouth around the police station, you notice that there was a FETE taking place, guys. Some serious FETE was taking place in Portsmouth. Speed bump FETE, guys. Speed bump FETE. This is one of them by the police station right there, guys. And as you can see, guys, this is one speed bump right there, guys. And the other one is further down where you see in the cones. Now, this thing doesn't make any sense. You know why I say this, guys? Because keep in mind, guys, you have a one-lane road. It's not two-way anymore. It is one-way road that day, guys. And therefore, if you have to put a speed bump, obviously you put it before the police station. Because I know court can be going on in the police station. And they would like to slow down vehicles from, you know, constantly driving or making too much noise and so forth. So they slow down vehicles before reaching the police station. That makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is that they have another speed bump on the other side of the road, which most likely is for if individuals were coming the other way and you were trying to slow them down before they reach the police station so they do not make as much noise. But this is a one-way lane road, guys. Obviously, the only way you need to go is from this direction where I'm going right there. Is this direction only? But they put another speed bump on the other side of the road, which doesn't make no sense at all. So you have a set of speed bump FETE you must partake in going inside there. Now, a lot of people have been trying to figure out this whole situation right there. Now, guys, keep in mind, speed bumps were not made for vehicles. They were made to slow down vehicles as a result of individuals crossing back and forth on the road. Which means that they also need to put up something like this on the speed bump. They can have the yellow lines on the speed bump itself or at the back of the speed bump where vehicles must slow down so that people can cross back and forth. But you do not put two speed bumps there. It doesn't make sense to put two speed bumps there. This is a one-lane road, guys. Also, individuals have been stating to me, maybe they put these two speed bumps there if they're chasing somebody. Now, guys, I'm thinking to myself, why would you go in front of the police station in a highway pursuit with police chasing you? Isn't that setting up your own self to be caught by going into the police vicinity itself? And this can actually work against the police. Because if you notice that there's a road before this thing, so you just bend into a smaller road, and this road will eventually make it much more easier for you to pass and escape the police. So they pretty much tell you don't go through the police station, make the turn to go up, which is much more easier and accessible, especially if you're on a bike or something like that. So you can pretty much escape the police. So the whole reason, if the reason is actually to prevent people from riding or driving fast, if they are chasing them there, it's kind of stupid. But for individuals who have been thinking properly, the most logical thing to do is to put the speed bump directly in front of the door of the police station. Because if vehicles have to pass and you want to look at vehicles must slow down, you know, for you to look at them. So you put the speed bump directly in front of the door so that when vehicles slow down, you'll actually see the vehicles. You can take your time, look at the vehicles and see boom, 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 without actually coming outside itself. But I guess the individuals who put up the two speed bumps right there, which was nonsensical, were not thinking properly. It's not only that, though, guys. There were more areas in Portsmouth. This one, of course, is another one right there. There are 3 speed bumps there, which doesn't really make much sense to me. Put one by the pizza shop, put one by Bluetooth area. But I do understand when sports is playing, you have a number of other individuals right there. But personally, I don't think you should have put 3 speed bumps there because it doesn't really make much sense in the first place. You're just wasting tar. Tar can go in some certain cracks up in other places. Put them there instead. You're putting them to make speed bump. And guys, them speed bumps so high, you swear it's take off, you taking off. You swear it's in a plane, you be a Boeing 747 at a 45-degree angle. Up you go. Boy, I tell you, don't easy that. Not that though, guys, but they're planning to put more speed bumps in other places. These are them right there. And this is actually in the Glanville region, guys. You'll actually see some markings that they want to put speed bumps there. I think this one is okay. But coming up the hill, they actually have speed bumps coming up the hill, guys. You can see one right there. I think they should put this a bit further in. I think they should put this right there where they actually have the yellow lines, and then vehicles tend to crash further up right there. Right there. That's where I think the other one should be, because we had an accident right there by that shop, and then put one further up between there. So that's what I think should happen, guys. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts on the whole speed bump situation when it comes down to where they're planning to put speed bumps? Do you think they actually have it on par? This was just my thoughts on why I think the speed bumps should actually be. They shouldn't be putting up all these speed bumps in the first place. So, c'est la vie. What are your thoughts, man? Leave that, of course, in the comment box below. Now, guys, there's something I want you guys to keep in mind, especially considering that Africa has taken a note, especially dealing with the Chinese, guys. Take a listen to this.
Make sure they are protected from unfair competition and mistreatment by people who do not belong here. In 10 years, this will be a Chinese colony. Because you cannot talk of political independence when you have no economic independence. Economic independence is the most important thing. Others follow. And we must empower our people and make sure they are protected from unfair competition and mistreatment by people who do not belong here. And I'm not saying we have anything against investors. We want them to come, but they want them to work with us, and we don't want them to come and destroy the local capacity. And if we don't protect the local capacity and we allow the Chinese to kill the local capacity, they are quoting laws so that our people cannot compete. In another 10 years, when the entire local capacity is entirely destroyed, they'll come back now and raise the prices. And there's nothing we shall do because we shall have no capacity. So this bill intends to protect the local capacity. We want them to partner with us so that there's technology transfer. We want our engineers to be parts of these projects. They are coming with everything: engineers, surveyors, plant operators, drivers. Why do you need to bring somebody from China to drive a truck? Why do you need to bring somebody from China to drive an excavator? We have plant operators here in thousands who are jobless. Our people have closed down their shops. There's no business. These guys now have come, they are even hawking. They are opening retail shops. And we want to challenge the Minister of Interior. We want to challenge the Cabinet Secretary, who is very abrasive and who looks very active. All these Chinese who are here doing manual work, where did they get permits to come to this country? Those who are here and they have no business being here, they be put on a plane back to their country. Those who need to stay here, they can stay. Those who have skills that are not available locally. But gentlemen, are you telling me that we have no people who can repair tubes when there is a tire burst? Surely, these people have come too much. This is an invasion.
Which bill does Dominica have to protect its citizens from foreigners? Apparently, it seems like the foreigners are the ones taking most of the jobs. We have a number of companies from overseas who have come down to take over. We literally seen truckers crying out. There was an individual who I know is a trucker. He himself said he hasn't gotten a job for the past 2 years. His last job was 2 years ago. So truckers have been crying out saying we haven't got much jobs, but yet still all kind of foreign thing coming brought about by the government themselves, bringing foreigners in to do things in our land. And these people, you know, Dominicans have to hire them, you know, mark you. They have to hire Dominicans to come and do things for them. That is something else in their land, and they have the ability to do exactly what these foreigners are doing. So you mean to tell me it's foreigners alone that can dredge rivers? That is tough right there, man. That is very, very tough right there. Who's protecting the Dominican people from their own people? That is an interesting question. Who's protecting the Dominican people from their own people? Concerning that situation right there, guys, I also saw this. There's a concerted effort to misdirect and lead the impoverished people of the tongue of Portsmouth who have been forced to their knees as a result of the disappearance of the bloodline of the tongue. Ross University is one of them, guys. Of course, not just for Portsmouth, but for Dominica by extension. 30 to 40 something percent GDP contribution to that of Dominica gross domestic product. KFC Portsmouth disappeared, WeChat disappeared, costs disappeared, and related ancillary services were allowed to, or rather driven away from the tongue, resulting in the present state of hopelessness, dependency, frustration, which allows some opportunities to mislead people into believing that speed bumps is development in the tongue. The food package is delivered. Oh my goodness. I might say, I don't even talking about that. But it's just rather interesting that people are actually looking at this as some sort of development for the tongue. While people don't have jobs are actually leaving. They have to go ahead to try to beg the government for something, which, by the way, majority of individuals are not getting, because why? It is not election. And therefore, this new development in Portsmouth might seemingly seem to some that this is some sort of development that has absolutely nothing to do with them, whether it was there or not there in the first place. Development has a lot to do with the mindset of the people and the opportunities that they have to use this mindset on the opportunities that are presented themselves. What opportunities are there? Ross go, courts go, all kind of jobs leaving. Not only that though, guys, but businesses, big businesses in Portsmouth are downsizing to try to cope, try to stay afloat in the present time that they actually have right now. It's just interesting, guys. What are your thoughts on the whole situation right there, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Considering the whole very thought process, guys, I saw this post right there. Marigot stands firm. We want justice for Vescott. This is not just a digital fly, you know, guys. Justice for Vescott Jones, who of course was wrongfully terminated because these individuals thought that this was an opportunity for them to catch Lennox, to put Lennox in jail or something like that as a result of election time, to try to prevent him from winning his seat or something, some stupidness that these individuals try their best to do. Now it's most likely that these guys have to then pay a set of money for the foolishness that they did. 6 years later, they are still asking for justice for Vescott, and it seems like it might be about to happen. So we'll see, and I'll keep you guys abreast on this very situation right there. And not only does the government try to oppress the people, but the people themselves try to oppress the people. I saw this video and was told that this was in River Street.
But I I hope it's not somebody living there that did that. They're making money on that's making clean. Demand for they see somebody back there. That's
now, nobody knows as a result of what happened, but bus drivers were protesting the other day. I guess bus drivers must have gotten some sort of monies. We don't know yet. I haven't seen no check, nothing like that yet. But somebody did this to this guy right there. They pour oil or some sort of thing. At first, I thought it was blood, but this is apparently grease or oil or some kind of thing that somebody decided to pour on the individual's bus. Now, the only thing or theory I have is most likely as a result of bus drivers, and they don't. Maybe some woman. That could be wrong, but I'm saying maybe some woman that get vexed with some dude who didn't give her money because he probably broke or waiting for him to get a check, or he didn't get his check yet or something like that, and she decided to just throw oil on the man boss that he making his livelihood. Maybe somebody trying to do him harm or something like that. I don't know. People need to stop their dirty ways, man. How can you be doing this kind of things to the people that are just like you or trying to earn a living? Why? That's what I'm saying to myself. Maybe it's a woman that doing that. She vexed with him, she see oil and she decides she can throw it on the man vehicle, and oh, help us, Father, help us. Anyways, guys, before I end this vlog, I want to show you guys something right there. This is what I'm showing you right there, guys. This is George Floyd's son, and the president, Joe Biden, is kneeling, asking his son for forgiveness for what chauvinists and the other police officers did to his father. US government awards George Floyd's family $27 million for his untimely death. And of course, you can see President Joe Biden kneeling down in front of George Floyd's son, asking for forgiveness. Right there. Understanding how the system works, guys. Would you forgive? Personally, I think that this is a good thing right there. At least you're showing some sort of remorse right there for what somebody else did. And keep in mind, guys, just a few blocks down where he actually died, there was another shooting taking place from a police officer. Oh boy, I tell you boy, we don't have no rest nowhere, no rest nowhere it seems. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts on the whole situation? Would you forgive them? Would you tell them, yes, I forgive you? This is pretty much all about us for this year. Mystelics vlogs. Give this video a thumbs up if you understand it. Definitely subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can get all the videos as they come through right there. And then, guys, I also mentioned about the whole situation involving the guy who was speaking about the police brutality against his son and whatnot. I will talk about that soon, guys. Don't afraid, but it's just that I had a lot of things coming out at me, and I definitely have to respond to this. So with that said, guys, be real, be positive, tell all the wicked that people stop their dirty ways, and with the most I say, as always, guys, definitely stay prayed up.
Damn, saving.
Welcome to our Mystelics vlogs.
One day I will blow. Something will go Wow, this life is a constant uphill battle, but it's also filled with some beautiful moments.